What is up, Divine Feminine? Let's jump right into it and find out what Holy Spirit has to say for beautiful Divine Feminines today. Messages for Divine Feminine, please. Messages for Divine Feminine. I wouldn't expect anything less. The Sun, of course. Messages for Divine Feminine. The Ace of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. Divine Feminine, please. The Eight of Swords. The Six of Swords. The Nine of Wands. The Star. Two more, please. The Queen of Swords. One more. Okay, we got two. The Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Okay, Divine Feminine. What I want to say here is there's definitely a higher power that is currently working through you with the Star energy here. The Star card to me in the tarot is it's almost like, you know, there is beings, galactic beings, right? And they work through you, they work with you, they're invested in you, especially if you're Starseed, light worker, or Divine Feminine, which is, we're all correlated, right? So there is an energy that is definitely being worked through you right now, and it's putting you in a extremely abundant, like I feel like you're just radiant, beautiful, and it's very powerful, this energy that's coming through you. It's like you can pretty much manifest whatever you want, is what I want to say. That is also encouraged here with this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, he doesn't want for anything, and I'm seeing that this is coming from within, especially with this light that it's behind this King of Pentacles, coming from the crown chakra there. So and again, like this coming in from the top there, you see like the radiant energy, and then also of course the Sun, which is a radiant energy from above. Then we have the Star, which is another radiant energy from above. There is a lot of emphasis on this radiant energy that is coming from above, that is coming through you. It's very much like magician kind of energy. So we have the Ace of Swords here, and I just feel like there's so much more clarity for you, Divine Feminine, moving forward through this journey that you've been on. It's much more advanced type of understanding. So then we move on and we see we have the Eight of Swords, but then we also have the Six of Swords. So in the past, there was definitely stuff that had kept you binded. You know, maybe like addictions, or, you know, unrequited relationships in general, you know, doubt. Definitely this is like internal doubt, fears, intimidation. Maybe you just didn't believe in yourself in some way in the past. I see you moving away from that. That is a thing of the past now. Doubting yourself, doubting your intuition, doubting your experiences. If, you know, people would come in and do you dirty and then kind of like throw stones and hide their hands. In the past, maybe you would have just been like, whatever, it's not a big deal, or, you know, you would shun your intuition, is what I want to say, to keep the peace. It's very much like a 3D kind of thing. Maybe like fear of, you know, what could happen? Could I lose my job? Or can I, who's going to retaliate or whatever? Like, it was just basically fears that were in your mind. Nobody can touch you. Divine Feminine, they can't touch you. There's nothing to fear. And I see you moving away from any restrictions or limitations that were in your mind in the past. Especially with the Ace of Swords here, it's like there's a sword of truth to cut through any illusions that are there, to allow that sunlight to come through, right? So then we go here to this Nine of Wands, where it says the great strength. So this is the wounded warrior type of energy here. You survived, you know, you survived. You survived whatever it was, and you healed. You're a warrior, right? In this battle that's happening here on the 3D. You made it out of the 3D and you're in the 5D now, absolutely in the 5D. And you've come out stronger, wiser, more attractive, more beautiful. These can also be other energies we're going to clarify and find out, but for now it just comes across as just being very powerful. And I see your words having a lot of impact, the things you say. This Queen of Swords also has a sunlight coming out of her head as well. So there's a lot of like channeler. And then we have the Four of Pentacles here, which talks about, well, it says here on the card, it says earthly power. So it comes back to, you know, having great strength, great power here in the 3D, but it's definitely powered through the 5D. Even in this card, and this card, there's a face up there. It's like an angel type of thing. I don't think it's in this card. This has an animal, but this one has a face. My camera's really shitty, so you can't see really that well, but there's a face. So again, it's like the divine working through you to make you have this earthly power. It's a power that people can't have unless they work with the elders, the ancestors. Okay, sweetheart. Okay, so the sun, please. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Divine Feminines who are men. I'm going to make sure that the thumbnail is of a man. Shout out to you guys because you guys are out there and we recognize you, but we don't recognize you guys enough. Divine Feminines can be men too. There's a lot of really shitty karmic women out there, or divine masculine women that suck. Okay, so we have the sun. We have the Knight of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Star. So double star energy. And I also just want to point out here that, again, it's like this celebration of... I see you just being extremely attractive and popular. People wanting to be around you. People who think that you have vitality and energy and like source power, right? And just like happy. Like people are wondering kind of like, how did you get that? Like, why does she shine so bright? Why does he or she shine so bright? And why do they have so much like power, you know? It has like deep power. But I do see people kind of wanting to be part of it, like want to brush up against you, like brush up against the star, maybe potentially wanting to sleep with you. You know, people wanting to be in your energy is what I'm seeing. Ace of Wands, please. Holy Spirit, that is too many cards, please. One at a time. Ace of Wands, please. Oh yeah, people want something from you. They want you to give to... They're like, where did you get all this good energy? I want some too. They want you to give it to them. At this point, it's not coming out as a really negative energy. The Lovers, the Nine of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So, yeah, man, people want to be in your energy, Divine Feminine. Like, people want to hook up with you straight up with the Lovers and the Knight of Wands. Like, they want to get in touch with you. They want to be around you. They want to touch this energy that you have, and more importantly, they want you to give it to them. I'm kind of getting the feeling that they feel like you've got more than enough. Like, spread it around. You've got 9 cups there. We only have 3. Pour up. Again, that angelic energy, it's all over the spread. So it's just like share. Come on, share. So I don't know if you want to be giving. I don't see any deception here, like, you know. So maybe these are people who you want to give to, you know. Maybe these are people that respect you. They actually admire you, and want to hear what you have to say or what you have to give to the world. It's like waiting for this. King of Pentacles, please. the King of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. So there could be a choice between two, a fire sign and an earth sign. Yep, can see that with the lovers. There could be a choice of a lover that you want to be with, or I could see you kind of trying to balance earthly passions with trying to bring the two together. 5D, 3D. Ace of Swords, please. Attractive and abundant. The Five of Cups. The Four of Wands. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is here twice. We have a King of Wands, and we have the Four of Wands with the Lover. So definitely like that lover, high vibrational kind of energy coming in here. A choice between two. There is a little sense of heartbreak, of loss. I believe that there was somebody in the past, you know, the divine masculine or just the masculine or karmic, whoever, that had disappointed you. But I don't see that that really matters, to be honest. I see that it's just kind of a loss in the sense of like the truth, because it came out above the Ace of Swords. So it's like a loss that it's like a casualty is what I'm saying. Oh, sorry, these two. It's just a casualty of the truth. If you did not have the truth, then maybe this would still be a thing, this union that you were in. But because the truth came in, it's like there's no more standing. I don't know how to articulate it. The truth cuts away and clears all lies, or all delusions, all illusions. So with that, there was loss. Only you would know exactly what was lost in this. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords, please. Double Sun, baby. So this is, again, it's being freed from illusions, right? The truth, the light coming out, the light being shown into your life to free you from any doubts, fears, insecurities, lies, and things that just don't make any fucking sense. Okay, I don't see the Empress or the Queen of Pentacles here, so I'm not getting mother energy, but the Sun came out twice. There is a little hint here at children, you know, with the lovers and all that stuff. I definitely am feeling like there's a high vibrational child that wants to come through here with the Four of Wands, like that you're supposed to be having. If you want to have children, that the higher beings may want to, you know, bring in these ancient souls through you, you know what I mean, to help uplift the planet. Let's keep going. So Six of Swords, please. With the Fool. Like, this is so fresh. Like, this energy is so fresh. Like, the past does not define you anymore. You've already moved on. You're already free. You're gone. Like, we're not even going to touch on that. It's done. You've been freed. It's been the light, the clarity, the truth has come through, and you're free from that. So the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, please. So we got the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So yeah, this again touches on the heartbreak and the wounding of the past. Like, you have overcome it here with great strength. This man has fought a great war, and he's defensive, and he's strong, and he's overcome it. People try to isolate you. People try to gang stalk you, to kill you, essentially to kill you. You know, this doesn't have to be a physical death. It could be. Maybe there was physical stuff involved in this. You know, a lot of people go through that kind of stuff. Maybe it was just somebody throwing you out of your home, throwing you out of, you know, anything to do with the 3D world, basically, and also to kill your spirit as well. That's what they wanted for you. This is what they wanted for you, to be isolated, cold, alone, dead, straight up. And you're free from that. You're gone. You don't want to hear any apologies. You don't want to hear no nonsense. You don't want to talk about nothing. You know, that's it. You're out. Like, you made it through the other side. God willing, God came through. Like, that's what I'm seeing. And you made it out, so there's no point. That's dead and gone anyways. I don't even want to talk about that garbage energy. Okay, the star. Yeah, so we have strength. So you healed yourself, you got strong. The Queen of Cups, you used your intuition, and also like you overcame this through the love that exists in your heart. Like, they never turned your heart cold, you know. They tried to turn your heart cold. They wanted you to feel like nobody had your back. They wanted to feel like, you know, they betrayed, like somebody betrayed you really bad here. They wanted this, they wanted you dead. I'm gonna say it straight. They wanted you dead. They wanted to kill your spirit. They wanted you to not believe in yourself. So if they come back with on any bullshit, you're not having it, and you're just moving away. But the good news here is that you still kept your heart. Like, you still got a good heart. You didn't turn cold. You didn't turn ice cold on them, even though the Queen of Swords is coming up next. So you're probably cold with them, but you didn't turn cold as a person. And I don't think that was easy to do with the strength. It really wasn't. It wasn't like you were just like, oh, it's okay, like, let me move on. Like, no, it took a lot of like work to pull out all that negative stuff, that toxic stuff, and to realize that it was just like these individuals and not the whole world, even though it felt like the whole world, right? Queen of Swords, please. Again, so we have the Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, oops, and the World. So again, so this Queen of Swords energy, like, I see it like cutting yourself free. It's almost like two versions of you, Divine Feminine, is what I want to say. There's like an old you and a new you, and the old you kind of resembled this, right? And it's like you freed yourself from yourself. So this could also be talking about inner child healing here with the double sun. Yeah, I think this is exactly what it's talking about, because the sun and this is together, freeing the inner child that was within you. So this experience that you went through, it was like an ego death, right? So maybe they did succeed in some way here and making you feel isolated and alone, but it's like it stripped your ego away and allowed for the inner child to be free. So it's almost like by you doing your work, it's like you were being the adult in your life to reparent yourself. Maybe your parents weren't the, you know, parent figures, if they intentionally do it or not, sometimes can put you in this Eight of Swords energy. So it's like reparenting yourself and coming in and freeing yourself to become one here with the Lovers. Yeah, that's deep. So thank you, Holy Spirit. So the Queen of Swords here, so yeah, so you freed yourself, the inner child, and I'm feeling like with these two cards that now you feel like for the first time like being reborn into the world, like birthing yourself. Lord, some of these messages that I get are like, whoa, like rebirthing herself again into the world. Four of Pentacles, please. So this is you, okay? So King of Pentacles, he stores all his emotional energy and he doesn't let it out. See, the Queen of Cups, she shares it, she lets it out, right? And above the star here. So that's, I think, how you are with, that's your general nature, your loving nature, and that's who you're gonna be and how you're gonna be. You're gonna help people, Divine Feminine. So it's like this I'm seeing here is like holding that emotional energy very much to yourself, like just not sharing your emotions with people who don't deserve it. Essentially, it's a reserve, like you recognize it as a superpower, earthly power. So it's the currency, right? Love and attention and all that stuff. So you recognize that this is your earthly power here, and you're keeping that, you're keeping stoic. You're not just sharing it willy-nilly with everybody. there's a recognition here that there's just a lot of illusions out there. There's a lot of liars. There's a lot of people who are gonna like throw you off your path, and you gotta be the one to stand up for yourself and fight for yourself, defend yourself, protect that energy, to protect your heart space, protect that emotional energy is, you know, it's covering his heart. That emotional energy is to power yourself. It's currency, it's money. It's actually the greatest currency, better than any physical money. Okay, that's how you manifest. So you're recognizing this. Sorry. Sometimes I'm talking like, I don't know, I just ramble. So you're recognizing that you need to protect that, and that you're not going to fall for any illusions. Also recognizing that you have choices, that everything is a choice. So now that you've like rebirthed yourself, right? You're not just gonna let anybody come up in here and take, like, I don't even think they could if they tried. Really, you're so protected. Queen of Wands, please. The Hanged Man and the Seven, or yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so there's just basically like a final note on what you're building, to take your time with it. Take your time is what I want to say. There's no rush. So if it's with a relationship or anything that you're doing in life, if you're building a business or anything, they're saying, you know, quality over quantity here. So take your time and make sure that you're doing it right. There's no rush. Nothing can be taken from you. Everything that you have is for you. It's not nobody can steal it from you anymore. So you can take your time, take a breather, and not worry about rushing in with this Queen of Wands energy and the Hanged Man. Again, on taking your time as well. I feel like there's a lot of fire inside of you, and I want to say that it's like wanting to really put yourself out there, kind of, but it's like almost like a little bit of a warning. So it's like there is a lot of this fire inside of you. So like fires attract like flies and stuff. So just use your discernment, take your time. Yeah, like vet things properly. Use this new knowledge, this new discernment, to see, you know, what flies are being attracted to the Queen of Wands here. Also, a thing about not showing off, I'm hearing. Don't show off. People are envious. Like, don't show off. Okay. Any messages for the Divine Feminine? Okay, the first one flipped. Children. Okay, just what I was saying. Beauty, projections. So definitely, again, that like wanting the divine, wanting you to have that high vibrational partnership to bring in children. There's children that want to be born. So dream. Let's get one more for the Divine Feminine. Secret. So you're beautiful, you know what I mean? Like, you're really stunning at this time, like almost like a dream. Beauty, a dream, right? So it's like people are gonna be projecting all their garbage on you. This is the big secret, is like that we live in this place where people project kind of their own insecurities and their own inadequacies and all that stuff on you, so that you carry the burden, so that you'll stay stuck, so that you believe that this is the way the world is, you know what I mean? And you've already broken free of that with the Fool. Like, it's fine, like it's not even an issue anymore. But that's the big secret, is like accepting these faulty contracts that people put on you when they say things about you that aren't true, or trying to get you to react in any way. Just don't, you know, I don't have to tell you that. Just don't. You're a beauty, you're a dream. Just believe that there is beauty in the world. Believe that you are a co-creator, and that you help bring this dream-like reality into reality. You know, it's all just a whimsical dream, right? We all live in the yellow submarine. Guys, don't listen to me. I'm like honestly a goofball. So yeah, so these children want to come in. Also, I did mention that there was a sense of freeing yourself, like your inner child, so that may be part of it too. So the inner child within you has figured out the secret of these projections that never ever belonged to you in the first place, and now you can see the beauty in yourself and be able to dream and create your own life the way that you being reborn again. Holy Spirit, I love you. Anyways, Divine Feminine, if that resonated with you, please consider liking, subscribing, or commenting. I love you guys so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.